Gentlemen, let's begin with the focus of our discussion today, which is the declaration of June 12 as Democracy Day. This is just barely a few days after we observed May 29 as Democracy Day. The presidency has come out to say, well, this new declaration is not going to take effect immediately because they recognize the fact that a few days ago we observed Democracy Day. But this is something that is going to take, happen somewhere, maybe next year or subsequently. But what do you make of the timeliness of this declaration? Is this political jamboree? Is it political expediency? Pastor Mego, let me start with you.
Well, Dr. Okosu, thank you. Whatever you want to call it, political or whatever you want to call it, but that it has come, it is better late than the late. That it has come at all, we must give kudos to President Buhari. You see, declaring June 12th is a good thing to say. 29th really didn't mean anything to us. But it was Obasanjo just came and said 29th because he handed over on the 29th of May. It was selfish to have said 29 will now begin to be recognized as Democracy Day. Whereas it was just on that day, on the 12th, that about 14 states were announced, the results were announced when the major jumped in and said the election had been annulled, just because somebody was already making progress. And they saw it as a threat that a Southerner was going to become the president of this country. And he just jumped on and said, on a piece of paper, submitted to WOSU to say that the election had been nullified. It was the greatest evil to this country. But thank God there is an evil journalist who also did all that. So on the 12th is the right time to declare a day of democracy, not the 29th. So I think what President Buhari has done, President Buhari has done is in the right direction. We must have the courage to salute him. Thank God this morning I was just looking at the papers. Children of Abiola too are so very happy and excited that Buhari has. In fact, he also thanked Jonathan that he also did something. But President himself did not do anything even when they cried to him. He didn't do anything to immortalize his father as the man, the acclaimed winner of the election. So I think it is in the right direction. We salute him.
25 years after, right?
Yeah, like I said in my opening remarks, better late than the late.
Okay, let me push you there. General, let me get your thoughts along these lines. Just May 29, we observed Democracy Day. And a few days after, we're having the declaration of June 12 as Democracy Day. The question on the lips of some Nigerians, what did they see now that they didn't see before the May 29? Which means it's possible they could have even postponed the declaration and the observance to June 12. Yeah.
I'll be very frank with you. I would like to say that what has happened now is epochal, very, very important event in this country. And we cannot discuss it in isolation from the global trend of democracy. Global trend. Since the collapse of the Berlin Wall, since the demise of communism, democracy has become a global norm, a global practice, a practice that has been named jus cogens. And what does that mean? It means a practice, an idea that you cannot depart from if you have any claim to being a civilized world. Democracy has become such a thing that every country that is worth its name has provided for democracy in its constitution. And it is no wonder that in our own system, the Constitution says that democracy and social justice shall be the pivot, the basis of our governance, and went on to declare that sovereignty belongs to the people, from whom government takes its power. Even as it said, security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. What you have just seen is something that was bound to happen. We cannot continue to pay lip service to democracy in Nigeria. It has come to a time when, in fact, long overdue, for us to properly embrace the concept of democracy in all its ramifications.
Are you saying the June 12 declaration tends to, add value to that?
I have just said that the move of the president is the most desirable thing to happen in our system, especially a system that has been, professing democracy for so many years, yet we're very bereft in that concept. Everybody knows, you and I know, that it has always been lip service to democracy. It would leave military regime alone. Since we went back to civil democracy in 1999, it has been nothing but lip service to democracy. What Buhari has done now, he deserves commendation. He deserves cooperation. He deserves support.
Okay.
All those who are saying that it's political gimmick, they're entitled to their opinion.
Okay.
But what we must say is that come late, it has come, but it's an idea that is long overdue that has become entrenched, not only in the Constitution now, but by concrete action of government. It's a wonderful thing.
All right, but Secretary Agbon, should I expect a diversion of opinion or a difference of opinion as far as this June 12 declaration is concerned from you?
Well, to me, I would look at it from several perspectives. But the very first one is that, yeah, it was greeted with very loud ovation, particularly in the southwestern part of Nigeria. Even before now, the Southwesterners have been observing it without regards to the central government. Well, I concede to them because it's a federation.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is clouded in selfish interest, is clouded in political interest, and the narratives at the appropriate time will bring out the truth of what has just happened. I would have expected Buhari to repent first before doing what he did.
Repent from what?
Because he was part of what happened. We would have, Nigerians, no please, let me
just hold on. Yeah.
Nigerians would have forgiven him first. Because he served under Abacha. Abacha was the major beneficiary of the annulment. He was the president of, he was the chairman of PTF. And he was a couple of weeks back, he eulogized Abacha as one of the good head of states of the past. That again brings to the focus that he endorsed everything Abacha did. Babangida, if you read details into what happened, he lamented. He didn't want to do it. He said they will kill him. And who were to go to kill him, Abacha and his cohorts.
No, he didn't say so. We can't independently verify that statement.
No, he said they were going to kill him.
Yes, yes.
But he said so. But I am the one saying.
Yeah, but you don't have the facts to back that up.
Okay,
yes,
Let me quickly tell you what I'm saying. The struggle for independence, for democracy in Nigeria is not just new. As soon as the military truncated government in 1966, the political elites then did a very massive struggle to return the country back to democracy, because the military intervention led to the Nigerian Civil War. After the Civil War, the people now said, go, let us manage, and said they refused. The first hero of democracy would have been General Murtala Mohammed. When he came aboard, he came out with a timetable. And because of that timetable, they didn't let him live long. He was killed. But Obasanjo did not deviate from the timetable. He handed over in 1979. So democracy was going on. Whether we were practicing it well or not is a matter for another day.
Okay.
But the important thing was, in 1983, General Buhari truncated democracy.
As a military head of state?
As a military head of state.
Okay.
Because you said a while ago that it's more or less a state of the nation something that we are discussing, even though we are narrowing it down.
Yeah.
He came up with two major policies, which again he's going through now. There was hunger in the land. We were queuing for sugar, milk at that time. He had counterpart funding, where they were bringing in all kinds of sand, iron rods, and the rest of it into the country, taking our oil away. We are doing it again now with the Chinese people bringing all kinds of junks into Nigeria. But let me tell you something. He was torpedoed by Babangida. They themselves now went into a crisis of leadership. Babangida decided to resurrect the need to meet with the aspirations of people by way of letting us go back to democracy. He set up two parties, a little to the right and a little to the left, SDP and NRC. They were the two parties that went into the contest that led to the annulment. The man allowed the process to get to the point of annulment. He had no qualms because he was already getting ready to go. But those who were still hungry for power threatened him not to let it go. And that was how that sheet of paper my brother referred to was issued to Omosu.
So who should be held responsible for this?
Fine. If you ask me, the military generally, the constituency of my brother here. Because at the end of the day, they were the one that threatened him not to do what he wanted to do. But we proceed from there. When Abusalami, the Abacha now, God now decides the fate of Abacha for Nigerians. Because he was so strong, he was going to be like Hitler. But God decided his fate. After which Abusalami, another person with conscience, came and gave us a date to return the country. 11 months he spent, and he gave the country back. The day he brought the country to democracy again, the longest we have witnessed its independence, is the day an enactment of the National Assembly considered to be Democracy Day and the public holiday. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Declaring 29th of June, this thing as public holiday.
June 12th.
No, 29th is as a result of an enactment of the National Assembly.
Okay, that's May 29th declaration.
May 29th is the only date and independence that are contained in that act. October 1 and that date. Then the rest are authority given to Mr. President or given to the governor of a state. They provided concurrent legislation in the arrangement. But having said so, the point I'm raising is this.
Yeah.
This 12th of June he declared, as far as I'm concerned, is the least important of all days of this thing. It's a day the result was annulled. It's lower than the day democracy was truncated. Do you understand?
Yeah.
At any level of truncation, whether through the one of 1984 or the present one that they are doing, as far as I'm concerned, we ought to have recognized the fact that 12th of June should have been seen as an honorary event. The only thing that would have happened on 12th of June, not declaring a holiday even after this year, the only thing that would have happened on 12th of June is the day to say, announce the result, declare the person the winner, even though he's no longer alive, apologize to him on behalf of Nigerians. And let us maintain our 29th of
Democracy Day.
Democracy Day. That is my position in the first instance. But let me tell you something. There are so many things to it. The enactment we're talking about, the president has no power to repeal laws, neither to amend laws. If he wanted to declare 12th of June a public holiday and repeal 29th of May, he ought to have gone back to the National Assembly to say, I have intention to change the days of democracy for so and so reasons. And then the National Assembly would have said, we hereby repeal the 29th of May and adopt the 12th of June.
Okay, let me push it. By saying, yes.
I think it's very.
I'll come to you, by
I think it's very important that we must correct some impressions
okay.
being created by my learned friend and just now previous speaker. We are not here to compare military regimes with democratic regimes. We must know that there was a period, a time in this world when military regimes were fashionable.
Popular, as it were.
It started from the Latin American countries,
No matter
proceeded
to
to Asian countries, and came to Africa. It was much later that it became, like I said, unfashionable for military to rule. So,
What exactly is the point?
The point I want to make is that it is not proper or correct to lay the blame on the military regimes or past military rulers or those who were in the military. It's not right. And then, very important to correct the impression that the president has no power to declare a holiday. It is incumbent on us, legal practitioners, men of the learned profession, to know that the Act on Public Holidays, enacted many years ago,
67.
was not reenacted in 2004 by the legislature. The law says that the president can change any existing day. It's not only, it's not even,
there's no provision like that.
Just hold on. We'll come back to it.
It's misinforming the
public. Just hold on. You take your turn. You take your turn. Yes.
There is Public Holidays Act, which is subsisting. In fact, it is not only the president, but even the governors and the Minister of Interior, Minister of Interior, they can declare public holiday, either, especially the minister and the president, either in any place or in part of Nigeria.
Well, I'm sure that
therefore the law must not be mistaken.
But what I wanted to
law is there.
What I wanted to add, Barrister Idadaibo, is that the federal government has also come out to say there is no intention of also making that day a public holiday, just that they're changing from June 12, from May 29 to June 12 as Democracy Day. Yes, we heard that from the
I have not heard that declaration.
Okay.
But we are saying government has the right
to declare any day
holiday, to change existing days.
let me get your take care, Barrister.
I'm surprised. You see, my little brother sometimes is, I don't know,
just go to the point.
You shouldn't look at this matter narrowly. Look at it completely as a whole. Like General Edgar said, states can declare holidays. The day Bermuda was laid to rest in Edo State was declared a holiday by Oshomole. And
I don't want the police because I said the provision of the holiday declaration is even concurrent. And I said about 29th May was extant in that law.
Okay.
And that to remove that date to another date,
you have to go to the National Assembly.
It can proclaim another date.
That's the wrong point you are making.
No, that is not correct. You see, Chino Achebe, one of his books, once said, when the center cannot hold, things fall apart. You see, the president is an octopus. You know, he has so much powers to do so many things. Like the honor we are talking about in Abiola's case. He has all the powers to declare Abiola posthumously on GCON. He has all the power. In the Honor Act of 1967, paragraph 2 says he must be given honor in person. But you must read the law in perpetuity. He went back to chapter 3 and said, the president has power to waive section 2 of the same law. So when you read the law, you read it in parts, you misinform the public.
Okay.
You read it to the end.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that anybody, president, governors can declare holidays.
Yes.
And another area I was condemning Buhari. You know, when you are a branch, you can't control the tree. We are just a branch. Yes, Buhari worked as PTF, but he wasn't even a minister. He wasn't a vice president. He wasn't president at the time. And so he had no power to, he had nothing to do with the way the state was running at that time. If you say in a nutshell, he was looking for his daily bread. It's just like a member of a board now coming to say, governor do this, governor do that. You don't bring such things into the public view. You don't. You see, so Mr. President has done what he has done is right. I support him, and I want Nigerians to support him.
Okay.
So from there on, we can talk of other things that.
No, but the issue is not whether really you support the
just hold on. Let me get five.
We are lawyers.
Yes.
And we should talk legally.
Yes.
Let me tell you, what is not
We are
provided
talking legally now.
cannot be impugned. There's no express provision that you must give a posthumous
You want me to bring the
honor
law?
to a former president.
Yes.
Yeah.
The law, yeah.
I say a former president.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Abiola, it's going to be difficult to call him former president because he did not take oath of office.
Yeah, you can't call it former president.
Even if they calculate the results today and declare him, he didn't subscribe to oath of office.
That's right.
What about King Ibe, who on his own even abdicated the throne? You are honoring him. I'm coming. The third something I want to say is that if the president wanted to honor some people who had the courage to read the result of the was stopped by military people, ought to have been honored. Let me tell you, the reason is that Professor Owosu wasn't having the fear. He has, according to him, he has read 14 states results.
Yeah.
And Abiola was coasting to victory when he was stopped.
Yeah.
The man is still alive. Nobody has said you had the courage to go to the estate you have gone, and so you are so honored.
Okay.
We shouldn't lose focus.
There's something I still want to say.
Yes.
I want to tell you that, as far as I'm concerned, legally, the president don't have the power to even give this posthumous GCON.
Look, let us discuss one thing at a time.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Let's stay on course. Let's stay on course. I'm sure.
No, you read it now. Yeah.
I'm sure. I have other things that are planned for this program. So I want us to try as much as possible to maximize the time that we have.
Before you honor them with national honor,
yeah,
the National Council of State must approve the list.